Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. Jurors will get a trip later this week to the Moselle property where Paul and Maggie Murdaugh were shot and killed nearly 21 months ago. That twist of the Alec Murdaugh trial came on the day the defense rested its case, with crime scene analyst Tim Palmbach suggesting there were two shooters involved in the killings, and Alec's brother, John Marvin, giving emotional testimony about cleaning up his nephew's blood and brain matter the day after the shootings as their witness. Prosecutors still have a handful of witnesses to be called today. Well, we've been experiencing warmer than normal temperatures the past couple of weeks. National forecasters say it is likely to continue through the rest of the spring. NOAA's 3 months ahead prediction says there's a 40 to 50% chance to being above normal for March, April, and May, and the Farmer's Almanac is predicting a wet spring for the state. Vice President Kamala Harris was at Bennett College in Columbia yesterday to tout more affordable broadband internet access becoming more available in places in rural South Carolina. Nearly 140,000 families still don't have internet access in our state. It was her first trip to the state as vice president and the first since the state was put at the front of the Democratic primary line. Well, there are no surprises in the first list of players committed to this spring's RBC Heritage. Defending champ Jordan Spieth will be back for the event that's been elevated to having a $20 million purse this year. He'll be joined for sure by younger team RBC ambassadors Sam Burns, Corey Connors, Sahith Theegala, and Cameron Young. And later, there'll be announcements on most of the top 20 players in the world coming here the week after the Masters. Tournament operators say the entire week is nearing a sellout, but tickets for most of the venues on most of the days are still available through rbcheritage.com. The State House Ways and Means Committee has already sent to the floor of the House a spending bill that will take care of teachers for next year and also now give state employees at least a 3% raise and more than that for state workers who don't already make $82,000 a year. A $2,500 a year raise for a state employee making $50,000 a year would be 5%. Now, the state is also allocating more money to health insurance, so there won't be any rise in premiums for state workers. And finally, did you know that South Carolina leads the country in exporting tires and cars, primarily through the port of Charleston, with automakers BMW, Mercedes, and Volvo, and tire makers Michelin and Bridgestone? The amount of exports from these two industries alone adds up to nearly $12 billion. It's actually the 9th straight year in the Palmetto State that has led the nation in vehicle exports and the 7th straight year for export of tires. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on the screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at WHHITV.com. And if you have a news tip, story idea, cool weather photo, well, you can email it to us at news@WHHITV.com. And now let's get an update on sports from Justin Jarrett with Lowco. Justin?
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. And it's time to start picking out your best plaid fits, because the RBC Heritage presented by Boeing is just around the corner. LowcoSports.com's Wes Kerr was out at Harbortown Golf Links on Monday for the annual Media Day.
The countdown to the 2023 tournament officially kicked off at Harbortown Golf Links on Monday with its annual Media Day events. Tournament director Steve Wilmot revealed that defending champion Jordan Spieth would headline a star-studded field this April 13th through the 16th in Sea Pines. The stakes are even higher this time around, with the Heritage one of the PGA Tour's 4 elevated events that will carry a purse of a whopping $20 million. We also heard some big news from the Heritage Classic Foundation, which broke the $50 million mark in donations to scholarships and organizations throughout South Carolina. With the champion paint unveiled and the first commitments rolling in, it's time to get that plaid back on and get ready for another special April weekend. For LowcoSports.com, I'm Wes Kerr.
After a nearly 4-month process, May River High School has found its next head football coach, and the Sharks didn't look far. Longtime assistant Richard Bonneville was promoted to the top position, so the Sharks will stay the course and try to build upon the foundation built under Rodney Summers, who stepped down after the Sharks' first-round playoff loss to Myrtle Beach in November. But the Sharks have their man now, just in time for spring open season starting Wednesday. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thank you so much, Justin. And now let's check into this gorgeous weather, even though the pollen has been crazy. What about it, Maria?
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're going to see some thunderstorms later in the week, but taking a look at Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy with Hilton having a high of 77, a low of 64, Bluffton's going to have a high of 80, a low of 62, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 80 and a low of 63. The sunrise for Wednesday is going to be at 6:50 and sunset's going to be at 6:20. Take a look at the beach tides. Low tide is going to be 11:53 a.m. and high tide is going to be at 4:25 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Thursday it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with the highs going to be in the upper 70s and 80s and lows in the 60s. Come Fridays when we're going to see that thunderstorm, it's going to be cloudy and breezy in the morning, but it's going to quickly turn into a gusty thunderstorm in the afternoon, but it should be clearing up by the evening. Highs are going to be in the 70s, lows in the 60s, and then come Saturday it's just going to be cloudy with highs in the 70s and lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
And coming up, an exciting package from Bob Stevens. He was at the RBC Heritage Media Day. Don't go away.